So the two biggest assumptions that people have if you drive an RT, and I've read these two things so many times, and so here are the assumptions. Number one, that an RT owner could not afford being in a higher model. That's number one. Number two is that eventually the 375 horsepower is not going to be enough, and you'll want the 500, basically indicating that you will graduate, if you will, to the 392 engine. So I'll give my take on both of these assumptions. Number one, the assumption that because I drive an RT, I could not afford an SRT or a 392, or so to put it to bed, I cannot afford a Hellcat. That is just not even a question. Number two, I 100% could have afforded a Scat Pack. I went into buying a car with a very, very large, nice budget. I basically said I want to put $15,000 down. And for 7 years, I will make payments of $400. Do the math on that. That's a very healthy sized payment. And I would still be able to live very comfortably making those kind of payments. So when I test drove the Road and Track, the payments were $275, and I was like, that is so much less money, and I freaking love this car. So I did not get this car because it was like, oh, well, you know, I can't afford so-and-so car or this or that. I just thought the value was on point. I thought this car was great. So that is topic number one. Number two is you're eventually going to want more horsepower, and I think I agree with that. For the most part, the car came stock with a very healthy performance measurables. Like it feels fast. It's a very fun car, but I do want a little bit of more horsepower. Now, am I going to get do I want 500 horsepower? No, I don't want 500 horsepower. I don't need 500 horsepower. But I do want a little bit more horsepower. So, that assumption is pretty accurate if you ask me. That, for the most part, RT owners, they do want a little bit more horsepower. But I think that goes for every car person that I know. Rarely keeps their engine stock. They're always looking for a little bit more horsepower. So I think that's just a car person thing. I don't think that's just an RT person thing. So those are two assumptions as RT owners that you probably get a lot, and I know I see a ton of it. So there it is.